Okay, so for those of you who are unconscious, high or low?
Hi.
Low.
28.
Woohoo! Depends. What was positive results for me?
Being conscious.
Okay.
So you are now conscious.
Okay.
It
Look
is,
at my arm.
you can't see it.
I feel my arm.
Okay.
You get electrocuted.
Is it there?
Yes.
I mean, so I saw a flashing light on my arm, and then I got knocked out. So, always good to check. You stand up.
Okay. You stand up.
Standing up. Yeah.
What are we going to do? Have you tried moving your hand away from that switch
Yes.
and keep going?
Yes, you've tried that before.
Here's my thought. We're in darkness. Magical light did not bring anything about. Do we have any way to make non-magical light?
That's a good question. I don't have anything on me. Do you?
No.
Start smacking my hands together. Does anything happen?
High or low for positive results?
Wait, you're awake?
Yes.
Thanks for telling us.
that was the point. Low.
4.
Wow.
So do I see anything?
Yeah, I'll say that you have like some sort of Batman utility belt of like flint and steel on your fingertips for some reason.
Yeah. This Warforged is awesome.
So you know that sparks should be coming out. You feel the friction that normally causes sparks to come out, but you don't see any sparks. In fact, you don't even see your hands while they're doing this.
Guys, why can't I see anything?
He's awake.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
How robotic of you. You're bad at role-playing.
Not necessarily. Just because I am technically a robot.
Just because you're made out of wood and metal means you have more personality than the rogue.
Ooh. What if I lit him on fire?
Good.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Sorry.
You got wood?
Yes.
I'm
You made
unconscious.
partially of wood?
Yes.
I should light you on fire, see if that helps.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
But he's on the other side of a room, I can't see anything.
Start shouting about.
So how'd you turn the lights off?
Not really sure.
So how'd you turn the lights off?
Not really sure.
I was directing him across the wall away from you, and he said he touched something.
Metal.
Was it me?
Am I touching you?
I don't know, are you?
I would bet not.
Have you gone to Vegas recently?
No, why?
Because you should, because that's a sure bet.
So
The odds are not against you.
keep rolling. Keep walking past that.
Keep following the wall.
Keep following the wall.
Done.
You reach a corner.
I hit a corner.
Really? You hit a corner in a wall? What?
You're at a corner.
I know.
I am
I'm so
not
surprised you got a
ignoring
corner.
So the only thing we have found is that metal thing you found over there on that wall.
Mm-hmm.
When we open our eyes, we can't. When we had the light in the room, we couldn't find the wall.
You saw, like, to the horizon.
Yeah. But when we close our eyes, we can find the wall. Something's messing with our sight. Something is probably messing with our perceptions also. I'm not sure. something. I can't figure it out yet. You got any ideas, Roland? Or you, Brick?
So you said you found a metal thing. That wasn't me in this room.
No.
Do you know if it's the only metal thing other than me in this room?
It's the only metal thing we found.
So far.
How did you find it?
Following the wall.
Not just following the wall.
Following the wall with our eyes closed.
Well, not just that, but like you were groping, you were actively like searching the wall for.
So what you're saying is, don't just walk touching the wall.
Grope it.
Grope the wall.
Run your hands across it. You're on one wall at a corner right now. Walk back to your left.
Okay.
Find your switch again.
Get about the middle of the wall.
Nobody said anything about a switch.
The metal thing.
Brick, get about halfway on your wall.
Okay.
Define halfway.
Which direction?
You're at the corner, correct?
I think so. I can feel two different walls.
Okay. Okay, I'm using this as basically the room size.
Just use cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. Let's say that Roland is on the north wall.
Okay.
It's not accurate. It doesn't actually matter, but for ease of explanation to describe your plans, just go.
And you're on the east wall corner.
West. Southwest.
Okay.
Go right.
Yeah. Go right. Get about halfway on the wall. Feeling your hand.
How long are these walls?
Just
You
walk
would-
down the wall, feeling it until you find something metal. If there is something.
Roland, you can actually answer that question. You've traveled 3 walls now.
Okay.
gonna say, I've yet
They're
to-
50 feet.
They're 50 feet each.
Well,
Okay.
Or at least 50 paces, but I'm assuming you guys aren't moving very quickly. That's your best
So-
estimation.
I do such running my walls up and down the wall.
Running your
running
walls?
yes, running my walls up and down the hands.
Okay.
Running my hands up and down the wall, walking.
Give me a perception
till
check.
I get what I think is about halfway there, and that is going to be a 16.
16? Okay.
16.
You find a round metal ring. It feels metal to you. How good is your sensory perception as a Warforged? Like,
It is.
do you have
it's the same-
tactile? Like, do you have force feedback or do you have tactile senses?
There's nothing that defines it. It's just like you are sentient. You can feel things.
Okay, so I'm imagining it's more of like you have an aura of sensation,
Yeah,
and you're not actually feeling it. You're so much more as much as you are just like
like I know
perceiving
something's
it.
there.
You're perceiving it.
Yeah, like I can smell and taste stuff though because that was programmed, basically.
Okay, so all right, then we'll just say that you were programmed to have tactile responses to things. Okay, so yeah, you feel a metal protuberance from the wall. It's ring shaped. It feels very similar to a door knocker, but it's not free floating.
I attempt to pull it.
Nothing happens.
I attempt to push it.
And nothing happens.
I attempt to turn it right.
Then nothing
I
happens.
attempt to turn it left.
Nothing happens.
I flick it.
High or low?
Low.
Nothing happens.
I bop it.
No.
I punch it.
Nope.
Okay. I hold it.
Okay.
Gently caressing it.
And I'm the creepy one.
I found a metal thing and I can't do anything with it.
Okay. Roland, are you to the metal thing yet?
Sure. Yeah. You're there.
Okay.
Okay, both of y'all try pushing on it at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, is it on 3 or shoot?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nothing happens.
Try pulling on it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Stop. They're in the middle of 2 walls. They're
Yes.
not in the middle of 2 opposite walls.
You don't know that.
Well, I told him to go right from up there. I knew from him that they were down in that
So
corner, and I know I'm up here.
Okay, so basically, if we're using cardinal directions, right? You went from the north at the center of the wall to the northwest wall. They were in the southwest wall. You went back to the northwest wall. They stayed at the southwest wall and went down to the east. So you're on the north wall.
That's not right.
He's on the south wall.
That's
No, I went right.
I told him to go left.
So okay, so
I
then,
don't
okay,
know.
I'm on the west wall. He's on the north wall.
okay, so if you're on the west wall and he's on the north wall,
Yeah.
you still find one.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're not across from each other, so they're not exactly across from each other. So there's probably one of these on every wall, and we all need to get to them.
Is
Kastara,
Kastara awake yet?
high or low?
Hi.
You're awake.
Yay!
Go left.
Do you do it? Do you do it?
Hold
on.
What's going on?
Do you do anything when you wake up?
Do we even know you're alive?
Yeah.
I specifically didn't do anything.
Well, no, you did. You started making noises.
Well, yeah, but
So that...
yeah.
As soon as I wake up, I look at my arm.
You can't see it.
Okay.
The room has changed from a field of white to a field of black.
And I feel my arm.
It is still there. So is the protuberance.
And I yell out, hello?
Oh, so you're
No,
awake.
this is your subconscious speaking.
Go away.
Okay, while you've been unconscious, we have found that on 2 walls there are what feel like metal rings. We can't see, as you can quite tell, but get on the wall. Now, which way did you go?
He went left.
I went left. She needs to go right.
Go right and move your hand up and down the wall, seeing until you get about halfway, it seems. And it's about 50 paces. So at about 25 paces, you should find something on that wall. Feels like a round metallic metal thing. See what happens when you get there. Okay? I've got Roland and Brick at 2 of them. See what happens. See if you find one.
Alright. Well, I go ahead and I start going up and down the wall.
Mm-hmm.
While
You're going
I'm
to the
doing
right,
that-
so you want to be on like in this case, the south wall for directional sake.
Okay. And while I do that, I'm like, okay, what happened? Why did I pass out?
You ran into a studly piece of metal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have no idea. You two were walking, feeling these walls, and all of a sudden there's a flash of purple light, and then y'all are unconscious.
Give me your perception check while you're checking the wall for protuberances.
Not very good.
Yeah, you reach the corner.
Alright.
You do not believe there to be anything on that wall.
No. Alright, so I'm not feeling anything on this wall, guys. I don't know what you're talking about here.
This is getting curiouser and curiouser.
Send her up the next wall.
Yeah, keep walking along that next wall. See if you find anything.
While I am walking, I want to know, how do we know we want to find? I've already passed out once.
Well, this is the only way we can think of to maybe find. Maybe there's 3, 2, 4 switches as the only thing I can think of. Buttons to push to maybe open up a door. I'm not, this is the only thing I can think of. Heck, for all I know, the floor can fall out from under us, but it'd be something different.
I'll take different rather than walking around in the dark. Okay.
Okay, give me another perception check.
Oh, that was good.
You most certainly find one. Yeah, that you natural 18 with a +4 is 22. So yeah, you definitely find one on the east wall.
Alright, so I found something.
All right. Now we find 3
There's got to be a fourth. She probably missed it. Why don't you go see if you can find it?
Did you see where the one that Roland found is on the wall?
He saw where I was roughly when the lights went off. Probably.
As soon as he touched the ring, it became complete darkness.
So he saw roughly about where I was.
So he saw roughly the height at which the switch is.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, using my hearing perception, I triangulate on where they are.
Well, they got to talk to you to do that.
Yeah. Well, by listening to them talk back and
John
forth.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to kill your character. But I'm going to kill you first.
I
It's okay, I'll
use
bring a warlock next time so I can see in this darkness.
I use my ability.
Roll perception check.
16 plus perception.
Not survival.
Huh?
Survival.
Not survival.
No,
roll another one.
Roll another one. That's survival, yes.
14.
14?
Yeah.
You have base survival?
No, I do not have survival.
Okay.
Okay. So, high or low?
Hi.
That is low. So, I mean, you can start getting in the right direction, but you don't find the wall. Like, you head the right direction. You know from based off of what they're talking about, you're supposed to head away from Roland.
Did you close your eyes upon doing so?
Yes.
Okay. Walk till you find a wall.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So, it takes... I mean, I'm not going to make you roll again. I'm just going to say it takes a while. It's going to take a couple hours for you to finally find a wall. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. So I finally find a wall, and I keep talking to these people.
Meatbags are so bad at doing jobs.
Meat bags. What's a meat bag?
You are meat, right?
No, I'm flesh.
You look like meat.
Do y'all understand what this creature?
I understand that it's not important right now. You're on a wall.
Well,
Why don't you start following it?
What I'm doing is I'm using this conversation to get a feeling for where everybody is and see if I hear
I'm
any
not
kind of...
sure the audio perception of where people are is exactly the best thing to follow right now, since we all sound like
we're at
we're
the table.
basically right here talking to each other anyway. So using that is going to give you a misdirection, probably.
That might be, yeah. So I finally find a wall.
After hours of aimlessly wandering.
Follow it until you find a corner or one of us.
Okay, so when I hit the wall, I go left.
Okay, you run into Roland.
Oh, great. I tell him to keep going.
Go! Run! Now!
I found one, I'm keeping it.
This is mine!
So I get to
Okay,
the corner. I realize where I'm at, and I know that...
Well, you're going left.
Yeah.
So the next corner you come across is Kristana.
You're looking away from the wall, whereas we're considering we're looking towards the wall.
Yeah.
I'm using it as A is the center point on that.
A is who he where
When
he
you're
was.
up and feeling a wall and somebody says go left, you go left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're on the north wall and you're going to the left,
And he hits me,
that's west.
The left is going left, which is the wall that I'm on.
which
Okay,
Rick is on.
Okay, yeah. You had your map inverted in my head.
Gotcha. No. Sorry.
That's where we're getting this confusion.
It's
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like all he has to know is he has to be opposite wall from you.
It's true.
And so I get to that wall, and as I'm talking, I hear Brick, as I'm talking with everybody, I can hear that Brick is getting closer.
No.
No, you can't. We're at the same volume the entire time.
Oh.
That's why I made you roll a perception check and then a survival check and then high or low, because what you were trying to do made no sense to me.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, he got above 15 on both of them, so I'll give him in a high or low. But like they sound as if they're sitting at a table from you, no matter how far apart they are from you, in this room.
That's why you can't use audio.
You can't use any echolocation. It's another.
Can't use visual. You can't use audio.
Yeah, we can't use visual. We can't use sound.
The only thing that's doing us good is
Feel.
touch.
Yeah. So
you
I mean, no one's tried taste or smell.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
lick the wall. See how it tastes.
I mean, of anybody, the Warforged is the best to do it because he's not going to die from poison.
That's so true.
So
anyways, I'm
I
assuming
know
eventually
it
he
could
runs into me.
happen, but who would poison a wall?
I go past
D&D. So
I
when he
go-
runs into me, I grab him,
Okay.
move him around, and to the other side of me.
Okay.
And so I finally get to that other wall,
Corner. Oh.
and I start
Perception check.
17 plus 20.
As your hand passes over top of the postule of the metal weird thing, not the postule, the nodule, as you touch it, all four of you notice that the ring expands and there's a hole for all four of you where you were just standing. Like, you can't see it, but that space where your hand just was is no longer there.
So we can put our arm through there.
How big is the hole?
You guys have found the thing.
You can't see it. All you
Oh,
know is
so
that there
we
is
just-
now a cavity where once there was none. And there are four of them simultaneously appearing.
Found the thing, guys.
Yeah, I've got a. Feels like there's a hole right here. Is that what y'all feel?
Yeah.
Can I borrow your pencil real quick?
Mhm.
I need to make a table.
Okay. Do we want to crawl through?
Well, would you rather stay in this confusing room?
Hell no.
Before he finishes the phrase "crawl through," I stick my head in the hole.
Okay.
Chomp.
And I'm working my way through as
Yeah,
well.
I'm going through.
And
I'm
You
going.
guys are all walking through your individual holes?
Yes.
if we can
Okay.
fit, yeah.
Yeah. You,
May not be the best idea to go through our individuals.
like, how are you guys going through? Like, you're just sticking your head in. I understand that. But how, like, are you guys walking through?
Oh, head first so I can see anything.
Yeah,
I
but
can see
but
anything.
you're
I'm
walking
walking
through.
through.
It's
yeah.
tall enough we can walk through.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Okay.
sticking my head through to see if there's anything I can see first.
Yeah.
I'm
alright.
actually walking through, but
You're actually
Me
walking
too.
through it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Those of you who are walking through.
17.
22.
Okay.
18.
Anybody got above a 15? Anybody
I
below
was sticking
15?
my head in. I got a 25. Nat 20.
Okay. Those of you who walk through, you guys see a spherical-looking portal. And when I mean portal, I mean like a door. It's a spherical-looking, like a hobbit hole door. But it's open. As you walk past it, it shuts behind you. Okay. Those of you who have just stuck your head through, you see the same as everybody else, a darkly lit hallway. And by darkly lit, I mean no artificial light, but it does not. It's not magical darkness like the room was. And there are bricks, like gigantic stone bricks, about 2 feet by 4 feet across. 2 feet high by 4 feet across.
Well, if it's dark, I still can't see.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a little part of my clothing and light it on fire.
Okay, and then you see your surroundings.
Okay.
Freaking Jarvis R2D2.
I'm going to go ahead and walk through it because it looks safe.
Okay, as you walk through the portal, you see a hobbit hole looking portal behind you. It's not the size of a hobbit hole, it's an 8-foot diameter hole, spherical hole, that closes shut behind you. And this is where it gets fun.
Anybody here? Anybody able to hear me? Can any of them hear me?
Hello.
Can any of them hear me?
Hello.
I think we've just went into our own little places again.
Echo.
That's what
And
happens
whatever
when you
else
do
is in
something
there,
on-
he's just let them know exactly where he is.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens when you do something on impulse and you don't strategize. You're separated.
Woohoo!
I'm sorry, was that not the goal that you wanted us to do?
No.
Then you should have made it so we could get through easier.
No. You're experienced. You should know better.
I just stuck my head in. Just putting it out there.
And then you walked through.
Are you sure you weren't a
Roll
musician?
initiative.
I got 15.
This is a flat
Flat roll.
initiative. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
10.
is just to determine who I'm rolling for win.
18.
17.
10.
10,
15.
17,
18.
18, 17. Okay, so this one's for you. Coolio. You got a 17, Bill?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not fair. Then you got a 15.
Sounds like I'm boned.
No. You're fine.
I know.
Now that's not fair.
Sounds like she's boned.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You lucked out, kid. Which I don't need to roll for you then.
Your name is
Process
Alberon,
elimination.
right? Okay. Well, your name is Alberon.
There was only one other
right?
direction for you to go. Okay. Aldron,
Hmm.
you can see. Good for you. You can see up to your 120 feet.
Well, no, 60.
You have
He's a tiefling.
superior dark vision.
He's a tiefling.
They have 60.
They're
Yep.
60.
Okay.
Drow have Drow are the only superior
Really?
race.
I thought tieflings had superior.
Nope. Drow are the only superior race.
Okay.
That sounded odd.
Yes, it did.
So Drow or the Ubermensch.
Das Sound Machine.
So, looking down in front of me,
Yeah. Looking in front of you, you see about another 50 feet, and then it looks like a T intersection. So there's paths going to the left and to the right. Just for your map making sake, and for my clarity, you're on the east passage. Sorry, not the east, the south passage.
Just rotate it.
There. About 50 feet, you come to
a T.
a T intersection. Give me a perception check.
7.
7. Okay. So you're walking along, and the only thing that you notice is that your footsteps seem like they were kind of like clanking against the cobblestones. And they're not really cobblestones; they're more like giant flagstones. Like again, it's the same dimensions of the walls. They're about 2 feet by 4 feet long.
Am I wearing my leather boots?
Yes.
Then I would not be clanking.
You're making footsteps. You're making sounds as if you're walking, and then you suddenly not. And you don't really notice anything else around you. What is your AC?
12.
12? Okay. I know I'm gonna hit, but I'm still rolling with advantage anyways. Well, it's a good thing I did, because the other one was a 1. Okay, so 19 versus AC.
You hit, of course.
Yeah. You're gonna take 4 poison damage. Or sorry, 4 damage. And then what you're going to do is you're going to roll me a Constitution check. And while you're rolling that, I'm going to describe exactly what's happening. So the you realize it now, of course, after it's too late. But you stepped onto webs on the floor, and you realize that this entire T intersection is absolutely covered in webs. And I don't mean like barring your path. I mean the floor, walls, and ceilings are each covered in web. And what happened was there was a giant wolf spider on the ceiling that jumped down on top of your head and then just sunk its fangs into the back of your shoulder.
Lovely. Well, I got an 18 on my roll.
Awesome. You're still going to take 4 points of damage. Are you out?
I'm at 1.
Good. And And it's your turn. You can see the spider.
I'm going to try and squish it.
Okay, it's on top of your head.
Headbutt the wall. Headbutt the wall.
That's what I was about to say.
You do have tiefling horns.
Yep.
So what are you trying to do? It is on top of you.
Spells I can't. I don't think Vicious Mock would do anything to it.
Yeah, it would. It has to be able to hear you. It doesn't have to understand you.
Okay, I'm going to Vicious Mock it, calling it some sort of crazed creature.
Okay, what are you calling it besides a crazy? Like what? I want to hear your insult, bruh. I want to hear your harsh burn.
Oh man, I haven't thought of. I've thought about.
Insult a spider. Go.
Listen, Addercobb, get the hell off of me.
Okay, that'll work. So it's got to make a save.
Yep.
Okay, it's got a horrible wisdom score. What's your DC?
Oh shit.
10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Plus, it's 8.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
Okay, so yeah, 10 plus your
Oh, sorry, spellcasting modifier. So for you, it's charisma.
Yeah,
Because
so
you're a
it's
bard.
10 plus your charisma modifier. Which I'm assuming
13.
13 total?
Yeah.
So it's got to be a 13. It rolled a 15, so nothing happens. It is now its turn.
Oh no, that
Vicious Mockery takes an action.
was a bonus action.
No. Healing Word is a bonus action.
Oh.
Vicious Mockery is a full action.
Okay.
You can look it up in the PHP if you want. But
It is a full action.
it's a full action.
All right.
Do you still want to do that? You want me to retcon it? Because you didn't. I know this is a new class for you. I'm going to give you one of these opportunities.
Yeah, I'm going to recon it and
Retcon it?
I'm going to sit there and try and bash my head into.
Okay, contested strength roll. Oh my gosh.
What'd you roll?
19 total.
That die is hot, man.
I only got a 14.
Okay, so you run into the wall, but you manages to not get squished by you because you're headbutting it into the wall and it just kind of expels its 8 legs out behind the wall, and you're kind of sitting there. I'm gonna go ahead and say that both of you guys are grappled. If you know what the grappled condition does for you both,
I can't attack anything else.
and neither can it. So you're in a deadlock.
Yep.
All right, so
Would
Bill.
charm person or sleep effective?
Sleep definitely would have.
Yes.
Not Bill. Brick.
Yes.
You are capable of seeing 10 feet in front of you because of your lighting some clothes on fire.
Okay.
Right?
I'm going to slowly walk forward.
Okay. How slowly are you talking? Half speed? Quarter
Half
speed? Okay, half speed. So a minute goes by, roughly, give or take, and you give me a perception check as you come to a T intersection.
22.
Player knowledge, Lou.
Oh. I was just trying to get a map.
I know. Don't worry, for sake of myself and my brain, it's pretty much equilateral on all sides. 22?
22.
Okay. You notice that there is a giant monitor lizard. And when I mean giant, I mean giant for a monitor lizard. So it's about 3.5 feet tall, about 9 feet long.
Okay.
And it is, you see it's actively munching on something around the T intersection. And you can kind of see, you can't see its head or what it's chewing, but you do see the rest of its body. And you're just oh, hey, that's a scaly looking thing. But you got really close to it. And you didn't tell me you were stealthing.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. It's okay.
So let's roll for initiative.
Okay. 28.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no, 26. Sorry.
26?
26.
That definitely beats an 11. So it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to walk up to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to punch it in the scales.
Cool.
With your screwdriver?
No, not with a screwdriver. That is going to miss because that is only going to be a 9 to hit.
Miss.
I'm going to use my bonus action to do it again.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 10 to hit.
What's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, no. Sorry, that would have been a 10 and an 11.
The 10 hits.
Okay. So that is for 8 damage.
What's your
Off the
dexterity?
first one?
What is your dexterity modifier?
Plus 4.
What's your minimum damage?
Minimum damage on the first hit is 5.
Okay, it's dead.
Okay.
It has 2 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Don't roll. Just tell me.
Well, sorry. You should have conveyed that better.
Yeah. No.
What was it munching on?
It was munching on a rat, a giant rat. Sorry, a rodent of unusual size.
Okay.
But as you look down, after defeating the lizard gloriously, which direction do you look?
In the direction the lizard was munching on.
So to the left of you, and
Yes.
you were on the... That's south, not south. You were on the east side.
Okay.
Just for relative positionings. So there's a TC intersection
And it was, you said the lizard dude was to the left?
to the left of you. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you look down there, and you see about 20 more lizards. They're congregating in the hallway, munching on rats.
Congregating. Is that something like Congress?
You're gonna look behind me.
Does involve rats.
If you look behind you, you are not capable of seeing far enough down the T
So-
intersection.
Well,
2 parties.
I'm gonna start beating the crap out of some lizards.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to Aaron, because you got a 10 on your initiative.
I
Ah.
don't.
All right.
I usually roll low initiative.
Well, first off, can I check out the Hobbit door?
Is it Chabad door? Yeah, you can.
Awesome. I'm going to check out the Hobbit door.
Okay. What are you trying to, just give me a perception check.
I want to see if I can
Are you,
open it or
are you
or
trying to
anything.
feel the door up?
Yeah. There we go.
Aren't you a human?
I am.
Can she see?
No. But the door closed behind her.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just, for her knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't see.
All right, and I only rolled a 9, so
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a wall now, but it's a different feeling wall than the walls on either side of it.
okay. Can I try pushing it or pulling it or?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay.
Neither of those seem
Do
to do
anything.
anything, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, being a rogue and I can't see, that's not necessarily a bad thing if others can't see me as well. And I would definitely
Excuse me.
like, bless you, I would definitely like to be, at this point, I would definitely go stealthy.
Stoushy stoush.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
14 and plus 8.
Bless you.
So 22 perception, or 22 stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I need to make, give me a high or low.
Go low.
Low? 71. Bad news bears.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. You can hear some, actually, let me see. What's your passive perception?
14.
Okay, you don't hear anything at all.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. What do you want to do?
Well, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, there's not really much I can do really without being able to see. But I don't really want to stay put where I am, so I'm going to kind of feel my way along the wall.
Mm-hmm.
very carefully.
Okay. So how fast are you trying to move down the wall? And which side of the wall do you take? So if you were, for reference sake, if you were on the west side, then would you be trying to go to the north wall or the south wall?
North wall.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm moving.
You're stealthing, so you're moving
Yeah,
at
I'm
least
moving
half speed.
at a very slow pace.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you start walking, and give me a luck check. So just roll a natural, just roll a flat d20. Tell me what you get.
11.
Okay. So you step on something that sounds and feels like a stick underneath your boot, and it cracks with a really loud noise.
Lovely.
And let's roll some initiative.
All right. I got 15.
Well, I mean, you were probably going to go first, but it's 10. Yeah. So you do go first.
All right. Well, I obviously don't have a weapon on me.
You just step on something.
I just stepped on something. So, as far as I know, at this point, that's all I know. And that there was a loud noise.
Mm-hmm. It sounded a lot louder than when just a stick breaks.
Well,
Am I sounding high enough because of the book? Or is it, like, picking me up less?
It's picking you up less, but it's still picking you up.
Okay.
okay. I guess I'm saying is what I do next count as actions, or at this point, no?
What you're about to do, you have 3 actions you can take, right? You can have your action, which is the dodge, dash, hide,
Attack.
or attack action.
Okay.
You have a bonus action, which can be either used as an interact with object or like whatever you get as a rogue for being a bonus action, which you don't get to level 2. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I think bonus action is like if you have a spell that you can do as a bonus action, you can attack as a bonus action with your offhand.
Hmm.
And then you have your movement
And
action.
then the movement action. Okay.
But you did just step on something. Hint.
I'm giving you a weapon.
Well,
Just keep helping out us newbies. We appreciate it.
I know.
I was. That's actually why I
think
was
that's
asking.
a big reason why he said that I lucked out, because I have the lizards that have 2 health.
Well, I think that's why I asked actually if what I do next counts as an action, because I wanted to actually like bend down and feel what I stepped on.
Okay, so if you want to do that, that can be your, like, if you want to figure out what it is that you just stepped on,
Yeah.
it's going to be like a perception check / investigation check, plus, like, interacting with your object. If you just want to pick it up and then not worry about what it is, but pick it up, it's just going to be your interact with object.
Okay. I guess I'll pick it up then.
Okay, so you pick it up, it, for all intents and purposes, in the 6 seconds that this is happening,
Yeah.
you are picking up something that feels like a stick.
Okay.
It feels pointy on one end.
All right. I point the pointy end away from me.
Okay. Now, because you're very new to this game and you're not very familiar, one of the mechanics that you can do is called setting up a reaction. I've given you several hints, mechanically speaking, that you are in a combat situation.
Right.
The biggest reason of that is making you roll for initiative, and there's player knowledge of me saying, okay, roll perception check. You didn't get very high. And I said roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Right?
Something's coming at your face.
Something's coming at your face. You're probably not going to be able to do anything about it now. But
Right.
in 5th edition, you can do something called setting up a reaction, which is basically you do basic code language. So if A, then B.
Okay.
Right? So if I get attacked, I'm going to stab whatever attacked me in the face.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that something that you would like to do?
Yes. Yes, I would like that. If I get attacked, Stab.
So you're using your action to create a reaction.
Okay.
That's basically what you're doing. So when you set up a reaction, you can't move.
Okay.
For spellcasters, if you set up a reaction, you cast the spell on your turn and hold it until it's triggered. So you actually consume a spell slot that turn. And you can't do anything unless you want to break the reaction, and if you cast a spell, then that spell is dispersed. Like, you basically let it fizzle, as opposed to casting it. Or like releasing the spell, because you've already cast it. So your option is to release it and let it go wild, let it get triggered, or sit there ad nauseum until you die of starvation. So it is whatever is attacking you's turn, and it rolled higher than your passive perception for its stealth, and it is going to attack you with advantage because it is hidden from you. What is your AC?
14.
That is, I think, that's exactly what it has. Yeah, plus 4 to hit. It rolled a 10. So that's going to be a 14 to hit. So its action goes first, and then your reaction gets triggered.
Right.
Because it's actively attacking you. I can't read this light. So you're going to take 7 damage. Does that knock you out?
No.
Cool. Unless you want to get 1 as well. Awesome. And then give me a strength saving throw.
17.
You're fine. Okay,
Yay.
now your reaction goes off. You don't know where it is, so you're gonna have disadvantage on the attack. But at least you get to make an attack.
Right.
So roll 2d20. Just remember the blue one is first because I used it.
Haha.
20 and 18. Holy crap.
Was the cursed die the 20?
No.
Okay.
She hit with my die.
Wow. It's impressive.
Yeah, that beats its AC. You don't even need to add your plus a million. Roll for damage, treat it as a finesse weapon dagger. So roll a d4, add your dexterity modifier.
D4.
The triangles.
Haha.
Heltra.
So 2, and what modifier am I adding again?
Dexterity number.
So 6 total.
6 damage. Okay. So you hear yeah. Sorry, that was really loud and piercing on the mic. Yeah, you hear like a dog's yelping sound. Like it is in pain. It doesn't like this. It feels a bit bigger than a dog,
Oh, okay.
but it's making sounds like dogs. You hear heavy panting. You feel fur when you stabbed it.
Mm.
And it's its turn again. And it is going to use its turn to run away from you.
Okay.
Another mechanical teaching example for you guys. I wouldn't be doing this if it was Lou or Bill,
Right.
because they should know. When a creature that is in combat with you leaves your area of threat, basically, if it's within 5 feet of you and tries to move out of that, you get what's called an attack of opportunity. So basically, again, you're going to roll with disadvantage, but it's giving you a second chance to hit.
All right.
You see a 7 and a 10. So plus 6 on the 7.
Because of that?
Because proficiency bonus, which is plus 2.
Oh,
Plus
and
your
then
dexterity
the
modifier, which is
dexterity.
4.
Okay.
So 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 7.
Are you treating it as a dagger or an improvised weapon dagger?
It's a dagger.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes.
Okay.
I'm not I gotta give them.
Yeah, no,
Something.
it was just a question.
They're at 1 HP.
Yeah, no, it was just a question to you.
Yeah.
Because normally speaking, for the knowledge of the listeners, if you pick something up, it's treated as an improvised weapon, which you do not gain your proficiency with.
I mean, I figure the amount of proficiency it takes to stab something with a thing is not that much. So I'm okay giving proficiency bonus because you're literally just going and shivving something.
It is a rogue, too.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty used to stabbing something.
Yeah.
Or
You can
Yay.
someone.
Like I said, I was just wanting to bring that to the attention to the listeners.
Yeah, so 7 plus 6 is 13, right?
Yeah.
And that's the magic number that you needed, actually. That's what its AC was.
Ah.
So roll to hit,
Damage.
or roll for damage,
1
plus 4.
plus 4. Okay, so 5.
Total, which brings it it's 11 damage total that you've done to it so far, right? 6 plus 5.
Yes.
That is also the magic number to kill it.
Ah!
So
Yay!
you have
dire wolf.
you have defeated a normal wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Kevin,
Yes,
how you doing, buddy?
Roland.
I'm great.
Rolling.
You're a half elf,
rolling,
right?
Rolling.
I am a half elf.
You can see in the dark
Yes, I do have night vision.
up to 60 feet.
Yes.
Double check. He says yes. 60 feet.
Cool. So you see a fuzzy little creature. It is about 2 feet tall.
Aww.
It has horns. It is a goat.
Yay!
I see a goat.
And it goes. Meh.
Do I see anything else?
Does it say? Do you see anything else, or does
Yeah.
it say anything else?
Do I? Yes.
The goat begins.
It starts talking.
The
Yeah.
goat begins giving you a dissertation. Well, you see, my good man.
Only
I
this
said,
level
do
2
I
and he turns to a
see-
goat.
Do I see anything else?
No, you come across a T intersection and you see a goat and a massive pile of droppings around the goat.
Would a perception check allow me to see more?
I mean, sure.
If there is more to see.
Yeah.
Do you have speak with animals?
Not yet.
He doesn't have spells yet. He's
Oh.
first.
I got a 27.
27.
Yeah.
Perception check.
Mhm.
There is a collar for this goat. Its name is Fluffy.
So it's a tame goat.
Yay! Fluffy!
Well, I'm an animal lover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the hallway of what appears to be a dungeon with a goat that belongs to somebody.
Yeah.
I should probably take the goat with me and try to get it to somewhere safer or more...
It is
Understandable.
It is an entirely viable option.
I'm going to take the goat with me.
Which direction do you leave? Because at the T intersection.
Which way was the poo?
It's congregated in front of the T intersection.
So it's right in the center. Well, that doesn't give me many options. Which
No.
direction was the goat? Was he in the T intersection or on
Yes.
direction?
He was
Which
in the-
direction was the goat facing?
You. So away from the T intersection.
Which direction T am I in?
You are. I think you're in the west one.
North.
North. Okay.
I'm in the north one, so I'm still on the north side.
Yeah, you're in the north one.
You get a choice to go east or west.
Oh yeah. What? Aaron, did you go east or did you go north or south?
North.
You went north. Okay.
I think in my mind I would naturally... I'm thinking to the left. I would take the goat with me and go to the left.
So you're going to the. If you're north, that's the left.
West.
West. Okay.